Well, Meg is back to tell us about the Oil Kings being center stage tonight as they went for their 10th win in a row.
And they got to shoot for the double digits on home ice. They brought the entertainment value for all at Rexall Place with a high-scoring affair. It was Victoria opening things up just over 4 minutes in. Kevin Sunder does all the work, and he sets up Jamie Crooks in front. 1-0 Royals. Skip ahead in the first game, now tied at 2. Michael St. Croix and Dylan Ruck doing all the dirty work in front, and Ruck makes it 3-2 Oil Kings to end the frame. Now nearing the end of the second, Edmonton up 4-3. St. Croix finally able to break the one-goal game, just over 2 minutes away from winning their 10th in a row.
Walks the blue line. Snaps it in deep. St. Croix side of the goal. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Maxwell coming off the line. There's a shot. They score!
6-3 the final as the Oil Kings continue to pull ahead in the standings. They have a couple nights off before hosting the Hitmen on Saturday as the Oil Kings go for their 11th straight win. Now back to Rexall to hear from the head coach.
Our guys are doing a good job here. It's the home stand's been treating us well right now, and we're getting some contributions from everybody. So at the end of the day, it's another win in the column. We're trying to push for first place in our conference and our division, and we're getting, these are games in hand against teams like Moose Jaw who are right in our tail. So at the end of the day, it's a big win for us.
And the Oil Kings were without their captain tonight as he set his sights on a national stage. Mark Pesic has been a leader both on and off the ice this season, and he proved that to the Hockey Canada brass. Carly Agro has more.
It's the early morning wake-up call that creates anxiety and pure joy.
Mark, congratulations. Welcome to Team Canada.
Thank you. It's unbelievable. It's just a dream for every kid, and it's coming true right now. So it's pretty cool.
After a sleepless night and an early morning, seeing a picture of her son wearing the maple leaf was hard for Mark's mother to put into words.
That is absolutely, I get goosebumps. I haven't cried, but I might.
Awesome. It's, I guess, when you look at your kids achieving and setting goals, it's a thrill. Speechless.
Mark is one of 7 defensemen on the final roster of 22, an accomplishment that's impressive when you consider the Oil Kings captain and Buffalo Sabres draft pick once said he hated skating when his older sister Nicole showed him up.
We were on the backyard rink, and she's skating circles, and he's got his skates on. He was probably about 4 years old, maybe 3. Somewhere there. I can't remember exactly.
And she skated around him, and he stood there and cried and said, "I hate skating. I'm never going to skate."
Mark's done a lot of skating since then, and when he laces them up for Team Canada, Nicole will be in the stands wearing his jersey she went out and bought today. A jersey that Mark's coaches and teammates know he's earned.
We're really happy for him. I know last year he was pretty upset that he didn't make it, and he played great the second half of the season. And Team Canada's got a great defenseman back there and a great leader amongst their dressing room.
It's good it worked out for him, and to play in his hometown, I think that's the most special thing because I don't think too many guys really ever get to do that.
Yeah, in front of family and friends, and in the building I play all my regular season games at, so it'll be definitely something cool with full barn, everyone screaming. It'll be exciting.
Mark's mom, Sherry, admits there'll be a few more Pesic jerseys under the Christmas tree this year. And while she hasn't always followed hockey, she's got some advice for this year's broadcasters.
Can you let people know it's pronounced Pesic?
Pesic.
Yeah, because Bob McKenzie and all these other guys are Pesic, and I hate that.
Carly Agro, CTV Sports.
You can trust Mom to correct everyone. Over to the pros, the Wild with the best record in the NHL hosting the Blackhawks. Third period tied at 2. Jonathan Toews walks in and he nets it top shelf 3-2 Hawks. The Wild tie it up with 5 to go. Hawks with a chance to win it in the shootout. If Patrick Kane can score here, takes his time, but he'll get the job done. 4-3 your final. Only 2 other games tonight. Tim Thomas had 47 saves to lead the Bruins to a 5-2 win over the Sens, and the Ducks took the Coyotes 3-1. As for the Oilers, they'll have Taylor Hall in the lineup tomorrow night against the Coyotes. Hall missed 7 games with a shoulder injury stemming from this hit in Colorado 2 weeks ago. Hall was cleared for practice Monday, and today he said the shoulder is 100%.
To be honest, it's probably better than it's stronger than it was before the hit with all the rehab that I've done and all the strengthening that we've worked on.
Hall has 7 goals and 18 points in 22 games and should add a much-needed spark up front.
It's what he brings to our team, and how much speed he brings and tenacity, and he plays the game fearless, and that just runs right through our lineup.
Now it's time to brace yourself if you're an Eskimos fan. Here's Ricky Ray wearing the blue and white Argonaut colors following Monday's shocking one-sided trade.
I just didn't fit into their plans, and it's exciting to come to a place where, I fit into those plans that they have for us, and I'm excited about the opportunity.
One of the best Eskimos ever no longer fits in the green and gold plans. Ray was introduced to the media today in Canada's biggest city, a market that hasn't cared about the boatmen for years.
Do you realize how important you are to this franchise now that you're here?
To me, I still see myself as the same guy, and just trying to come here and be a part of the team.
When this kind of an opportunity, a guy to get who can fit into what Scott wants to do offensively, it was a no-brainer for us.
Toronto will host next year's 100th Grey Cup.
Welcome to the Eskimo family. Thank you, Coach.
And there's Ray's replacement, Stephen Giles, in Edmonton today as the Esks officially welcomed him back to the green and gold fold. Giles is the first to admit he has some big cleats to fill.
Just not trying to replace a future Hall of Fame. Just control what I control. We lost a great guy here with Ricky Ray. He's a great quarterback. He was the first quarterback I had a chance to watch play and start learning the game of CFL from. I'm pretty sure we're going to miss him here.
The 29-year-old Giles was signed as a free agent by the Eskimos back in '06 and saw limited playing time over the next 2 seasons. He spent the last 4 split between the Riders, Bombers, and the Argonauts.
When I walked in, it was a different wow, but it was like, wow. The adrenaline started pumping like it's pumping right now. Excited to be here and really ready to play now.
He's a guy that can actually attack the perimeter. I believe that he will provide that ability for us to be a little bit more efficient on our first down offense.
I still can't get over seeing Ricky Ray in blue and white. It just doesn't fit.
Technically, he wasn't really wearing it yet.
But he has been. I have seen shots of him wearing it. It's just weird.
It'll be interesting to see how that all pans out next year. Stay with us. We're back right after this break.